Welcome to Meanwhile in Turkey, Turkey's only privately funded English-speaking news show. Saudi Arabia is known for many things. Mecca and Medina recently passed laws that allow women to drive, and of course, oil. But recently, the kingdom has also been known as the #1 culprit in the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018 while he was in the Saudi embassy in Istanbul. Since Mohammed bin Salman, or MSB's rise to power, the relationship between Turkey and Saudi Arabia has changed drastically. Only 5 years ago, when Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud passed away, Turkey declared 3 days of mourning. Today, Turkey is facing an embargo on all goods made in Turkey by Saudi Arabia. Adding salt to injury, news reports in Turkey are coming out stating that Saudi citizens are being urged to sell their properties in Turkey. If I were them, I would comply. You don't want to get MBS upset. You really don't. The math is very simple. Turkey is an ally of Qatar. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and UAE, the two biggest economies in the region, do not get along with Qatar. Hence, in a typical Middle Eastern way, the friend of my enemy is my enemy. So, what's going to happen next? If I know my country, we're going to do the same thing to Saudi Arabia. We're not going to buy their products, except maybe for oil. But meanwhile, new alliances are being forged, such as the one between Saudi Arabia and Israel. This past summer, Israel and the UAE established diplomatic ties, making it the third country to do so after Egypt and Jordan. It looks like Turkey is going to start facing a new front, or until somebody comes out and says, how the hell did we get here? In the early 60s, 70s, or 80s, when the lights of the headquarters of the army in Ankara were lit until the wee hours of the morning, journalists would presume that they were unhappy. Hence, coming to the decision that a military coup was being planned. When the Supreme Court ruled this weekend that a former congressman should be retried on the charges of overthrowing the government, the 14th Court rejected the Supreme Court's decision. I know, it's an absolute scandalous decision. But rather than the story being this, a member of the Supreme Court tweeted that the lights of the Supreme Court were always on. Boy, did that create a reaction. You see, the AKP, a veteran of one failed coup d'etat, jumped on the bandwagon and started beating the drum, saying that this was a cloaked threat of a military coup. Yes, the guy erased its tweet. Yes, he apologized, etc., etc. And then you know what happened? The Supreme Court did not even say one word about the 14th Court's decision. But we did learn something. Never say keep the lights on. Instead, the last one to leave should always turn off the lights. Unless you want to be accused of, you know what? iPhone 12 came out and we realized that we can't afford it. Really, we can't. It's very expensive. It's going to cost Turks 23,000 Turkish liras to buy the top model of iPhone 12. You know what you can buy with 23,000 TL? You can buy a car. Yep, you can buy this car. In a population of about 80 million, 30 million Turks live on minimum wage, which is about 2,324 Turkish liras. You would have to not spend any money that you get for 10 months in order to buy yourself the iPhone 12. Yes, the dollar is at its highest, but in addition to that, there's a 50% tax on iPhones. So when you buy one iPhone, you're basically buying one for the government as well. I remember, it was about 2 years ago when Turks decided to put an embargo on all US products due to Trump's comments on releasing jailed pastor Brunson. And we started seeing these kind of videos.
Bu reis için Allahu Ekber. Bu Abdülhamit Gül için Allahu Ekber.
Okay, I'm not going to start to explain to them that iPhones are made in China. I'm not going to explain to them that when you break your iPhone, nobody cares. However, I am going to say this. If you decide to break your iPhone 12 in order to protest the United States, please give me a call. I have an iPhone 5. You can break that one and give me yours. Kadir Şeker, a young man, witnessed a man beating a woman and intervened. In the struggle, he stabbed the man and killed him. Kadir is 20 years old. He studied medicine. He was arrested. And during his trial, the judge asked him if he would do it again. And he answered, on the spot, absolutely yes. He was indicted to 12 years in jail. I wonder what would have happened to that woman if he had not intervened. Would she have become another statistic? What would have happened if Kadir was the one that had died? I wonder what's going to happen now, next time somebody sees a woman being beaten up by a man. Do you think they will intervene? Unfortunately, all these questions are going to remain unanswered because the truth of the matter is we don't know. You see, not all incidents are the same. Every crime has minute differences. The problem is there are so many different variations in the legal system, you basically don't know what you're going to get. I thought he would be acquitted. Really, I really did. So did many other people. But hope is not lost. We still have one judge left: social media. Anyway, this has been me while in Turkey. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, comment, message, pass on WhatsApp. Do everything possible to share my video. And I'll see you next time.